Hello, I don't know whether any of you have come across the work of Andrei Zhakharov. Possibly not, but you've certainly come across Sarah Rainsford. She was the BBC reporter who was made to leave Russia in August. Well, Andrei Zhakharov is another reporter, much younger, who has now said that he's having to go into self-imposed exile because he's been defined as a foreign agent. He calls himself foreign agent number 77, an exile. He talks about unprecedented surveillance of his activities. Well, I do know something about this. I can certainly remember the black cars that used to follow me around when I was in Moscow. And I know that after I was on the TV show The Circle, I received quite firm advice that it was unwise for me to return to Moscow in the immediate future. Now, what was Andrei Zhakharov doing that was so disturbing for the Moscow authorities? I'm not really very sure. I mean, he's responsible for three very interesting news stories. Oddly, almost all three of these have never quite made it into the sort of the heights of the front page of the British media. I think this has less to do with the quality of the British media and more to do actually, it has less to do with the quality of Mr. Zakharov's revelations and more to do with the rather inferior quality of the British media that seems to be obsessed with the current government's response to COVID, which seems to me in some ways rather lackluster. You know, if we're not going to do anything until the new year, the threat is that we might do something after the new year. The threat is there, and yet at the same time there seems to be this obsession with getting ready to party. That seems an inappropriate response. But there we are, that's just my opinion. The three stories that Andrei Zhakharov has put forward, the first one is the idea of the evil core, the hacking organization. You can think of Maxim Yakubets and Igor, what's his name, Tarashev or something, Tarashon. I can't remember, but I do remember the rather amazing sights of them, and this story did make it into the BBC, of them driving Lamborghinis and petting a lion cub. Well, I must say, I myself have seen a Siberian tiger in somebody's back garden, so I am aware of this as a status symbol in Russia. The other stories that he's exposed. One is the meddling, the Russian meddling in the USA's 2016 elections, and the other one which I really like is the story which never made it into the British press, which is about President Putin's mistress and the possibility of him siring an extramarital daughter. I of course deeply treasure the two-page sequence in one of the biographies about the possibility that Mr. Putin's interests may lie elsewhere as well, and not just with dogs. But there we are, Mr. Putin and all the various revelations that we can or cannot make about Russian scandals, and the spoils of hacking success in terms of petting lion cubs and racing around in Lamborghinis. But all this comes at the price that if you expose these stories, you are forced into exile from Russia. Great sadness, and I'm very sorry. If you have any further thoughts on this, please let me know, and follow my channel, and do ring the bell, and leave comments in whatever language you desire. A little Cyrillic may be appropriate today. Have fun. Bye-bye.